Welcome to day number 2 here. It's the New England Regional Championship, and we're coming to you from Winchester right here in New Hampshire. It's day number 2, like I said. It's the second set of motos. I'm Kevin Kelly. This is my buddy Travis Stewart. Travis, what do you think? Day number 2, you ready?
Day number 2 brought to you by Amsoil Racing, Factory Connection, Planet Fitness, and don't forget RacerX Films and vurbmoto.com. Day number 2, we've seen some interesting things today. Great action all the way from the mini bikes to the A classes.
Yeah, speaking of A motos, let's have a look at some of the racing that took the track early this morning. First moto of the day, 125A. We're going to light these boys up. They got the concrete start, and then they hit that super soft sand here at Winchester. Look out from the inside, number 70, Doobie, pulling it big, and he needs to do that because right there on that Suzuki, that's John Dow, and he wastes no time putting that pressure on him, Travis.
Oh, definitely. John Dow didn't waste any time because he knew what Doobie had after last moto, and there he is keeping it close.
Right there behind him, there's Robbie Marshall right there in tow, number 340 on the Kawasaki. And Marshall and Doobie would get really close. They're all close right now. It's Dowd, you got Doobie, and then Marshall. And a miscue by Doobie, and Marshall runs into the back of him here. You won't see it on the camera, but all of a sudden, Robbie Marshall now in the number 2 spot.
That left Marshall with a job to handle, and Doobie definitely did not slow down after that. He caught back up to Marshall and Dowd.
There's Dowd, there's Marshall. Marshall made a run, and remember, Marshall is coming back from an injury he sustained in Supercross. He goes down, so there's that pass. Doobie gets to make right back on him, but it's all John Dowd at the checker flag. We get called up with Doobie right here.
What's up? I'm Craig Doobie, number 70, here at the Winchester Regional. This weekend so far has been good. I won the 125 class so far. Me and Dowd are tied right now, going into the last moto, so it'll be pretty exciting to watch, I guess. The track is it's really good. I mean, it's a lot sandier than it usually is. They brought in all that sand and wood chips, and I mean, I like it. I figured it'd get really rough, but it's not bad. I mean, you can a lot of the lines are good. There's always good lines out there, and you know, Winchester's always ever since I've been coming here, it's always been good. You know, they forms good lines all the time.
Well, Doobie is on his game, and so are the boys here in this 125B class, Travis.
Let's hit it right off.
Here we go with 125B action early in the moto. Look out to your right-hand side. Bam, he's going to take a look at the ground pretty up close and personal. Was that Seth Rarick? No, I think he was out front, right?
No, Seth Rarick was the one that went down right there. Here's some more key players going down. There's Murphy. We also had Chris Shara right here go down, and that would leave the door for Eaton to get up into the second place position.
Yeah, Eaton's up there in the mix, and he just keeps crashing himself out of contention. We're going to have a look here in a moment of Eaton going down. I mean, these turns, these deep rutted out turns are really tough on these guys. Later in the motos, long motos, it'll wear you out, and it's hard to keep that big machine up and going.
There's Drew Torrance. He had these turns dialed this moto.
Yeah, he led it from the drop of the gate all the way to just about the finish line there. And there's some battling going way back into the back of the pack. Eaton in the mix there again. And there's number 31 into that second division. Who is that?
That is Michael Haysha leading this one. Here was the battle of the race, though. This was Carr and Fisk. Fisk on the 423 two-stroke.
Love that sound. Just take a listen to that. He is really ringing that thing out. He was battling all weekend. There's Haysha again, number 31, bouncing his way through this Winchester course. And there's that Carr-Fisk battle again, 125 versus the two-stroke, four-stroke.
And Fisk would end up with the third place.
Nice. Super Mini Division number 1, there's a look at number 57. He is one of your players here, Nick Desidero, and he wastes no time. Look at that bike smoking a little bit, but he blows it on out and grabs the early hole shot, ripping this sandy circuit to pieces.
That's Catanzaro right behind him. He's trying to get the speed that Desidero has right now.
Just a tick off, not far, but Desidero has proven he is a class act right here. There's another look at Catanzaro. One of the last times you're going to see these kids on the little bikes. They're going to make that transition completely to the big bikes. Who's that?
Division number 2, Mowry gets the hole shot on this one in front of James Decotis, but it wasn't long. Here's Mowry almost looping out right there. Decotis getting right around him quick.
There's Decotis, feet off the pegs, just killing it in that turn. He's going to square up with Desidero in that third and final moto, the big shootout.
We are looking forward to that moto, and for this one, it was all Decotis taking the win.
Tell you what, we've been waiting for that matchup. That Super Mini class was the bomb. Decotis and Desidero going at it all the way to the end. Great racing there. We also caught up with a friend of ours, Travis Preston. Travis got hurt in Supercross, right?
That he did. He's coming back. He's about a week into his comeback. Ziggy had him come up here and do a few laps. Let's have a word with Travis.
How you guys doing? I'm Travis Preston. I'm sitting here in New Hampshire at the New England National Championship. Yeah, I'm just starting to get healthy again. Just started to ride, and Ziggy invited me up here. Said the track's really good, so came out here to do some riding, sign some autographs, and just having a lot of fun. The weather's nice, the people are nice, and it's just good to be up here. Well, you know, I've only been riding for a week now. I had 5 months off due to my shoulder surgery, and so, you know, I'm feeling a little rusty, but things are starting to ramp up pretty quick, so I'm looking forward to next year, hopefully to be running up front.
All right, let's go racing 258. The card is sideways. Let's take a look at the riders that are on that concrete starting line. And we are off. John Dowd doing some banging there, but he manages to grab that hole shot, and that's a bad thing for the competition.
Right behind him early on, it was Johnson. There's Charbonneau. Charbonneau trying to work his way through the pack. And,
look at that, man. He just carved. He just zaps all the speed out of these bikes. There's Rando. He was a player early on. There's Dowd starting to work his way through some of the lappers. I mean, they called up the lappers pretty quick, and Dowd just knows his way around the sand.
Dowd, even though not one of the younger guys, still knows how to hang it out.
Yeah, John, 42 years old, and there's Rando going off the track, and that's going to cost him a little bit of time and a few spots there. Number 16, John Dowd, the New England native. He's raced a lap or two with that guy right there. Number 6, Keith Johnson.
Johnson comes into the picture, but just didn't have what it took to get around John Dowd.
He made it close, though. It makes him earn it. There's the checker flag. It's Dowd, Johnson right there in tow. Well, that's going to wrap things up, guys. We're going into the third set of motos. Day number 3, that's when we're going to start pinning some championships. That's when you're going to earn it, the meat and potatoes, this whole program coming up tomorrow.
For sure, and in all the big classes, we have great running for the championship spot, so it'll be interesting tomorrow. Be sure to check it out on racerxfilms.com, revalvetv.com, and of course vurbmoto.com. Brought to you by Amsoil Racing, Factory Connection, and Planet Fitness.
Wow.
Take us out.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Kevin Kelly. That's Travis Stewart. Make sure you check us out again. We'll have day number 3 highlights coming up.